Donut soup, volunteer opportunities.
Student mentors, prayer time, all that, and
Us.
coming up on today's announcements.
Good morning and welcome to the UMC announcements. I'm John Steadman.
And I'm Jerri Peake.
And today's verse is from Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 13.
And you shall seek me and find me when you shall search for me with all your heart.
Says it all, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Now here are today's announcements.
If you're looking for a way to serve, we have many options for volunteers.
If you're good with money, you can join the Sunday team that counts the offerings.
And if you like to cook desserts, you can volunteer to make dessert for Wednesday night dinner.
If you like to do laundry, you can wash tablecloths after Wednesday dinners.
Who likes to do laundry?
Well, I'm sure somebody does.
And if you're good at being hospitable, there are many ways to help the hospitality team.
Put a note on your tear-off panel and find your special place, because none of this can happen without you.
Nope. And now we have to talk to you about something very serious.
And very dear to our heart, donuts. Or rather, the lack of donuts.
Unfortunately, the cost of duck donuts has gone up 40% recently, and the donut donations have not been enough to cover the cost. So for the time being, we're just going to have coffee in the Family Life Center.
In order to have donuts again, we will need to have both more donations and volunteers to pick up the donuts, set up, and clean up.
So if this time of fellowship is important to you, please let us know your thoughts and ideas on how to keep it going. Write a note on your tear-off panel or contact the church office.
This Wednesday, the sanctuary will be open from 5:30 until 7 for a time of intentional prayer. There are scripture passages for guidance in your prayer time, and you're also invited to tie a ribbon to the prayer wall on the altar at any time. You can come and go as you please, so join us this Wednesday from 5:30 until 7.
Our partner in education, Christopher Farms Elementary School, is looking for people who can donate an hour of their time every week to be a lunch companion or a reading buddy. If you are interested, you can call Mrs. Nichols at Christopher Farms, or you can get more information from our own Janet Nash. Hey, Jerri, what are you doing?
Hey, John, I'm getting ready for the church Super Bowl.
Well, I don't think this Super Bowl is what you're thinking.
Oh.
Wow, you look deflated. It may not be what you're thinking, but it's still going to be something awesome. This is actually a Super Bowl. The children's and the youth ministry groups are collecting cans of soup for the food pantry. Get it?
Oh, a Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl of caring.
Right. Last year we collected over 2,000 cans of soup, which was a great help to the food pantry.
Okay, folks, you heard it here first. Start bringing in your cans of soup, and we will collect them in the lobby from now until the actual Super Bowl on February 7th. On the Sunday before that, January 31st, we will have a big soup lunch after the 11:15 service, where you can share your favorite crock pot of soup.
Also on the 31st, we will have a Soup Bowl collection of donations to support the youth mission trip this summer.
So mark your calendar for lunch on the 31st and start bringing in those cans of soup.
And let's have a Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl.
Okay, I'm starting it off right here, Jerri.
Wow, John, you have a big can of soup.
We're done here.
See you next week.
I've heard it, you've heard it. It's time for a fresh page or to paint a new picture in our lives. Sounds great in theory, but it can seem impossible. Life is messy. The lines have gotten blurred. Maybe we just don't know where to start. We look at the canvas of our lives and we see mistake after mistake after mistake. It's overwhelming. When I look at my life, these messy lines and scribbles make me think, is this as good as it gets? There's no eraser that can make this life make sense. But what if what if there was someone that could take the mess and make sense of it? That could take all our scribbles, all our mistakes, all our missed opportunities, and make them into a masterpiece. And then I remembered, there is Jesus. He gives us a new life. Every day is new. Every day is a blank canvas with possibility and promise. He takes our canvases, our lives that have been filled up with shortcomings and secrets and tragedies and embarrassments, and He helps them make sense. When I look at the canvas of my life and I see nothing but disorder and chaos, I have to remember this: God is not a God of disorder. He's a God of peace. And you know what? He wants to take my hand and bring peace to the canvas of my life. So as we seek to make our mark, let's give God all our scribbles, all our mistakes, all of our hurts, and trust He'll turn our messy lives into a masterpiece. His masterpiece.